Hey there and happy Monday. I hope you guys had a good week. We uh, took in lots of football. We watched our high school team Friday night, went down to my son's college team Saturday and watched their team pull out another victory. And then we were victory Friday night, victory Saturday night, and of course unvictorious are forever our Minnesota Vikings on Sundays. So still, I guess, entertaining to watch and all, but I am ready to get back into working or having fun with card making today, because that I feel more victorious about and sure about than I do our Vikings. Hey there, Ginger. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Jane. So today is card number 3 for my September stack of 10 cards that I'm making. Hey there, Tori. And here is my card today. And let me tell you a little bit about this card today. Last year, I really wanted to put something together, and I felt like I was behind the ball by the time I really thought about it and wanted to get something done. I wanted to do something for like breast cancer awareness, something like that, and that's coming, you know, like everybody knows that that is the month of October, and I felt like by the time I had something like even just a card, it was too late in October if anybody wanted to say, hey, that's a great idea, or the group that I'm part of always sends out cards, or we put something together for a charity auction or do something like that. I felt like it was behind the ball if anybody needed the idea and time to make it, time to order things, all that goes into it. So I was like writing down notes for what I wanted to accomplish for September, and I put that on there, and I'm so excited that it's getting done today. Hey there, Lisa. Hi, Julie. So with that, I was thinking, okay, I've enjoyed the Hats Off bundle, and putting it in pink would be really fun. So I thought, let's do something like that for the September stack of 10 cards. And then I'm also kind of making it kind of versatile too. So I know breast cancer affects a lot of people, so this might be a great card for a lot of you that would be getting this stack of 10 cards, but I'm also using it with versatility for those that might not need that for that occasion. So let me put down my iPad. Hey there, Pam. Good to see you on here. I can't believe how my day gets away. Every day I think, oh, it'd be fun to just get my video in earlier in the day, and then just life happens. Errands get run and all that kind of thing. And then all of a sudden I look and I'm like, really? I'm sure everybody has every day like that sometimes too. Okay, so this is, like I said, card number 3 for September. Go Get 'em Tiger. And I think when you see the card in person, that will show up or stand out a little bit more too. But the Go Get 'em Tiger is for the little tiger that's on the hat and such too. So today, thanks, Pam. So today I'm going to show you some different ways that my card started out, different steps that I took that I didn't like. And so that way you can kind of see, maybe you liked the step that I didn't like, and that'll help you if you're making something similar in your creation. So, like I said, I love this Hats Off bundle, and I was also torn between, I was really excited about the pink hat, don't get me wrong, but I was also torn between doing something like that or making a hat that looked like harvesty or farming related, because we're going to be in the thick of harvest soon, and that affects a lot of people around here too. So I thought, oh, you know, keep that in mind if you have people that have that in their lineup for things to do in the coming weeks. So this is coming from the annual catalog on page 47. And so you can see it's a great stamp set. They've provided some fun examples there. What first caught my eye when I looked at that, I thought, oh, this is something like Stampin' Up! Has never come out with before. I could see me making and using this for lots of different occasions and people. $35 for a great big stamp set and lots of dies too. So when I saw that price point, then it just kind of makes it go right on my list, on my wish list, with an asterisk that says I'm going to order this sooner than later. So, oh, Pam, good to have you on here. Maybe if I lose you, I lose you. You can watch replay later. So that is from the annual catalog, that stamp set, the dies, and then this fun paper. Yeah, I even have it this way because this was my original intent, was to use the striped paper. what I ended up using was the back side, and it's got little white polka dots. Oh, Tori, you're having video trouble too. I actually had to have my son, because he's home today. It was a rain day, and I was having trouble with our internet too. He reset the router, so otherwise I won't even be able to do my video. So this pretty paper is from Pattern Party, and that also, I should get back out my annual catalog, because this is going to be my little plug for those of you that are super great customers and sometimes place orders that are $150 or more. On page 171, well, actually 170 and 171, you'll see different stamp sets, and this is where I'm getting that pretty paper here. And you can see, like, my scraps don't lie. When you see a bunch of scraps, you know Belle has been using this paper pack a lot. And so you've seen maybe just by the scraps, like, oh yeah, I remember when she made a card using that, or that. So that is for hostesses only, which I've had several hostesses, or people, if you order $150 and you get host rewards that you've earned, and these can be used for that as well. So it's just $18. It's a $30 value, but you only use 18 of your host rewards if you decide to choose that with your host rewards. So I like to let you know about deals like that that are often overlooked, especially because of the placement way far in the back of the catalog too. All right, now let's make the card, okay? So my color combination today, sometimes I think, okay, does this look like Valentine's? Maybe a little bit, but with that, it is Petal Pink, Flirty Flamingo, and normally I wouldn't think of these colors going together well, but I kind of like the way it went together. And part of it is those were the colors that are in here, the darker pink and the lighter pink. And like I said, this is how my card was going to be designed. So then we have that black, which I always think makes reds and pinks really pop. This is just white for the inside, and this is for my hat. So let's maybe start out with the hat. The only ink pad that I'm using today is my Flirty Flamingo ink pad. So I'll open that up. And then this hat is pretty big, pretty large. But the other thing too, there's, let me check, I was going to say, is there a stamp? Let me check. No, there's not a stamp, but there's a smaller die in the set of dies. That's a smaller version of the hat. So there's my big hat that I'm using today, and my little tiny badge kind of for my tiger. But here's a cute little hat, and it's just a miniature version stitched in all of the big hat, but you can see like a fish, buffalo star, lightning bolt, tree, and all sorts of fun little stitched badges there too. So I wanted to show you some of those images because they are really cool in this set. All right, so let me ink up this hat here like so, and I'm just going to stamp that out on my Flirty Flamingo cardstock here like so. Okay, and then I'm going to set that aside, and then grab my cut and emboss machine here. And I'm using my stamping mat today because it's a photopolymer stamp set, so then I want to get a good image with that. Whoever orders $150 on their own? That is the best question ever, Lisa. You'd be surprised at, you know, the couple people that do. Just joking. I love that question. I think just you asking it will make everybody feel better about themselves right now. Hey there, Carla. Hi, Barb. Lots of people joining in. It must be a rainy day out there that people are in. Okay, so I've got the large hat, and then I'm just going to line up that die on there too, and kind of want to make sure that I get where the design is, because there's just kind of lines here and there and such. So I just want to make sure that that is all lined up, and then I'll run that through like so. And then we have this, and what I think is just so fun is it highlights wherever, actually I want to get more light on there, there we go, it highlights where the stamped image is, and then how fun is that to have the stitching show up so well on that too. And I've seen a lot of them that have like a crumb cake bill and like a denim color looking cap part of that too. And some of them, just the combinations that are out there, if you go on Pinterest and stuff, are really fun. And then next I'm just going to take my little piece of Petal Pink, and with that same ink pad, the Flirty Flamingo, I'm going to ink that up and stamp out the tiger. So this tiger's kind of fun because the sentiment that I'm going to use is the Go Get 'em Tiger, but a lot of high schools have different tigers too. So maybe there's somebody out there that has some kind of affiliation too with the tiger. So that would be kind of fun as well. So let me line that up and put that through as well. Okay, so we've got that, but before I get too far, I kind of want to show you, there is also a die that does some stitching. So you can see the stitching here. So if I wanted that to kind of match with the stitching on the hat, you could kind of have that happening there too. I just didn't like the way it looked. I mean, it's okay, but I kind of just liked the plain better. But I thought as long as I'm doing the video, I'll kind of show you. I just thought that stood out more than that. So I'm like, you know what? I've got it cut out. I'll show you. And some of you might go, nope, I like that better. So there you go. Now you can see it before you make your own. All right, and let me set this aside again. And now the other stamping that I'm going to do is on a piece of Petal Pink. This is cut 4 1/4 by 3 inches. And that's where I'm going to grab that sentiment that says, Go Get 'em Tiger. I'm going to ink that up in Flirty Flamingo. Now here's my little trick of the day. I'm going to now emboss this. So it kind of makes me think a lot of times, I'm sure you're like me, you grab your piece of cardstock and you think, okay, I'm just gonna emboss that. It doesn't matter which way you're embossing with your emboss folder until you're done, because then you just put it on your card that way. Okay, since I'm using an embossing folder, I get rid of plate number 2, put that down. And how fun is this embossing folder that I'm using today, guys? It's the animal print. And I bought this right away. I think probably my first order out of the annual catalog, because I thought, oh, that'd be so fun. It actually matches, it's kind of this design, which is that same paper today. This is from a card from my stamping friend, Vicki. And so kind of gives you another idea to use. This is the back side of the paper that I'm using today. So I'm using the side. She used that side. And then she used a different pattern paper from the same stack there. And that paper matches this animal print embossing folder perfectly. So let me put that down. And so I'm going to look at this and go, this is going to imprint and like push up through, and I want my tiger print to be lifted up. So then I know when I look at it, I'm looking at the Stampin' Up! Logo, and there's my Go Get 'em Tiger. And with embossing folders, always put them hinged first through the machine, like so. So I'll run that through. Okay, I think we are done die cutting. So I'll just set all of that aside and then put all these pieces over here for assembly. We are to that point already. So before I get too far too, I was going to show you, this was going to be my original card, the lighter pink, the Petal Pink, and then I was going to do the stripe paper, and I was going to still do the Go Get 'em Tiger and go like that, but I felt like it just, I mean, it was okay, and you guys still might go, oh, I like that, but I felt like it was a little too washed out, and it almost needed maybe some blue backing or something to make some of those other colors pop. I didn't really like it so much, so I'm like, okay, let's stick with these same kind of colors that I liked in this paper. But then once I got the back kind of tipped over, it made the Petal Pink really pop more, and I just liked that combination. So like I said, not that there's any right or wrong, but when I have things that I've tried, and because I just made the card, I'll show them to you so you can see some variations. And a lot of you have said, oh, I appreciate that, seeing what there is for different options too. And sometimes you might already have something similar in your lineup too that you don't have to look at spending $150 to get the paper pack for 18, right? Okay, so I'm just adding some adhesive here and putting that kind of offset because I'm going to put some ribbon here, and so I'm putting that 3 by 4 1/4 piece a little bit over here like so. And now this I want to pop up, so I'm going to grab my dimensionals, and it's a pretty big hat, so I want to make sure that I have lots of dimensionals on here like that. And then I have one that just stuck to my finger, so I might as well put it right on my tiger right away. Let me put that there and take off all these fun little papers. Okay, got that. I'm just going to put this kind of at an angle, and then I'm just going to put this. It's kind of nice. They leave a gap here. So if you have words, I think this is so incredible. At first I thought the gap here was so you knew exactly where to put, you know, whatever little emblem that you were going to put on there. But if you wanted to even put Go Get 'em Tiger across here, or any of the different sentiments from the stamp set, it's nice that it's left wide open, but it also does provide a nice guide, so you can kind of just line up that little arrow there with the line, and then you're set. So I like the way it is now, but of course I have embellishments, and let's start with the Flirty Flamingo, and it's called the Metallic Ribbon. And so the Flirty Flamingo Metallic Ribbon, that's also from the annual catalog. Hey there, Wendy, thanks for joining in. So I'm just going to wrap this around. This is really easy to work with. It's very like fabric-y kind of. Sometimes when you order metallic ribbon, you never know like what's the metallic part going to be. Is it going to make it super stiff? And it really doesn't. In this one, it's really easy to work with. So I'm just going to cut that off and that off. I don't kind of like the way that ribbon's curling, and it always gives me the opportunity to tell you guys what I do when that happens. So I'm just gonna call out to my glue dots, my mini glue dots here, and pick one of those up. And then what I do is just set that down underneath where I want it to lay, like so. And now the problem is fixed automatically, just like that. All right, for some reason, my ribbon just looks like a little frayed. There we go, kind of like it. Maybe just a tad bit shorter too. Okay, I like the way that looks better. Okay, so we've got that, and then it's got some sparkle to it and such. And then I'm also going to add a little bit more sparkle that's going to coordinate with the metallic ribbon, and that is going to be the champagne rhinestones from the annual catalog. I love the champagne rhinestones because they kind of coordinate with a lot of our pinks. We have a lot of pinks, and it really does a good job of matching all the projects that we want to use with them. So that's kind of nice. Hey there, Joyce. Hi, Amy. Thanks for joining in. So I'm just going to take some of these small ones here at the top, and I'm going to put 1 and 2 of them kind of on this side of my stitching. Oops, I just want to move it over just a hair if it'll let me. It might not. There, it's like trying, it likes sticking to this more than my card. And then because there's more space over here than over here, that's why I'm putting 2 on one side, and then I'm going to put 3 on the other. And I feel like it works best if I kind of put those next to the edges first and then fill in with the middle one. Then I feel like it's easier for me to get my spacing down if I do it that way. I feel like this is just a fun little sparkle to the cap to match the fun sparkle in the ribbon. And like I said at the beginning of my video too, oh, thanks, Lisa, for asking about my wrist. My wrist has felt fantastic. I've been doing so much stamping, and you didn't think like, okay, that's gonna be like hard on it. It's been doing so well. And you guys, like, I can even show you today. Here's my scar. So it starts here, goes all the way up into there, but like it's hardly even noticeable too. So I have, some days I have some swelling or whatever, which is natural, and we all kind of do whether our wrists hurt or not. But sorry about the segue, but thanks for asking, Lisa. It has been doing phenomenal. Like I don't have to take hard, like I don't ever have to take anti-inflammatories or anything for it either, which is so nice too. So that means I get to keep stamping lots and lots. All right, so for the inside, at the beginning of the video, I said I wanted this to be something that you could send as an encouragement for Breast Cancer Awareness Month next month. But then again, this is something that affects people all year round, not just October. So I wanted it to be a card that could be for now, for later, or anytime. Or if it's just something that you want to send a card that says go get 'em tiger for a person that loves pink, it's perfect for that too. So for the inside, within that same stamp set, there is a stamp that has I'm your number one fan and also a star. So I put both of those images together on the same acrylic block there, or clear block, and then it says I'm your number one fan. So for those of you that will be getting my stack of 10 cards this month, this is just going to be put like so in here. So that way, if you like say you had a daughter in a dance team, like this would be like a fun blingy card. And I have actually a friend, her granddaughter is on a dance team, and it's in a town where their mascot is the Tigers. So there's parts of me that like I could totally see this working out for that. And this would still be great to say I'm your number one fan, but maybe you want it to be something different. Well, then when you get this, you just turn it over, use it like that, or stamp whatever you want. But know that yours is going to come with I'm your number one fan, but it's just going to be setting inside and not using any adhesive for that too. So thank you, Pam. So that is card number 3 already. So that already is just clipping along. I feel like, you know what, third of the way done for the month of my stack of 10 cards for you guys. So tomorrow I'll be back with card number 4. Just have to look at my list. I can't tell you what I'm doing tomorrow because I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. I have my list of ideas and I always go from that so that I don't have too many squirrel moments of what was I going to do next, or what should I do next, or what should I think I should do next. So I'll be back tomorrow afternoon with card number 4 for you guys, and hope you're having a great Monday. See you then. Bye-bye.